Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back. So today's story is going to be about the first time that I ever went skinny dipping. Now, if you don't know what skinny dipping is, which if you don't know what it is, I don't know why you're watching this video then. But essentially skinny dipping is basically going into like a lake or pool with no clothes on. Like absolutely nothing. Like no bathing suit, no trunks or anything. Literally just your naked body. And I'll be telling you about the first time that I ever did that. So let's get into it. So the story all takes place back in 2023. Now, at this point, I was 17 years old. I was almost going to turn 18. And obviously, I was still in high school at this time. And I was friends with this one kid. Now, we're not going to use his real name, so we're just going to call him Brandon. So we have Brandon. And Brandon was like, yo, Jacob, and I'm like, what's up? And he's like, yo, what you doing this weekend? And I'm like, literally nothing, man, not shit. And he's like, trying to come over to my house. I'm having a bunch of people over for the night. And I'm like, you know what? Sure, why not? And after that, Brandon got all happy. He's like, all right, bet. And he told me to bring my swim trunks. And I didn't know that Brandon had a pool, or at least I thought he had a pool. So I'm like, okay, cool. He's got a pool. So what I was under the impression of was that he was going to have a bunch of people over, we were going to smoke and stuff, and then we were going to use his pool that I guess he had. I didn't even know he had a pool. So the weekend comes along. I get my stuff packed up. I put all my stuff in a backpack, and I'm about to head over to his house. Now, this is going to be the first time that I ever went over to Brandon's house. I didn't know him like that, but he was still good enough of a friend to where I was like, you know what? Why not spend the night at his house, right? So I tell my mom where I'm going. She's like, all right, be safe. And I start driving over to Brandon's house. Now, I get there, I knock on the door. Brandon opens it. He lets me in. And there's already a few people there. Now, a few of these people I knew, so it was pretty chill. Now, Brandon's parents were gone for the weekend. Now, Brandon didn't want to have, like, a party at his house because we all know if you throw, like, a house party, your house is most likely going to get, like, really trashed. And Brandon didn't want that, which is understandable. So he was just having just a few friends over. We were smoking stuff. And I look in the backyard, right, as we're all chilling, and I don't see a pool. It's just, like, it's just grass in the back. And I look over at Brandon. And I'm like, yo, why'd you tell me to bring my swim trunks, dude? You don't even got a pool. And he's like, oh, don't worry about it. And I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? He's like, we're gonna go somewhere. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. So now I'm thinking, okay, cool. We're gonna go to like a neighborhood pool or something like that. Now, I don't know what it is with other people's neighborhood pools. My neighborhood pool closes at like a certain time. I don't actually know what time it does. Now, I don't know if other ones close at, like, certain times or if they're open, like, 24/7. But it gets to be, like, 11 o'clock at night. And I'm thinking, okay, are we going to, like, head out soon or what? And about 5 more minutes go by. And Brandon's like, all right, y'all, let's all go out. Now, Brandon didn't tell anybody what exactly we were doing. So we all get in his car. And we think we're about to drive down to, like, the pool. Now, there was no pool in this guy's neighborhood because we drove right out of the neighborhood, and I didn't see a pool at all. So now I'm like, all right, where the fuck are we going? So now I'm starting to think, like, am I about to get kidnapped? Like, was just like a whole plot just so Brandon could just kidnap everybody? Now, the people that were there, it was me, Brandon, 2 girls, another guy. So we're driving, right? We're like 20 minutes out from his house. And I'm starting to wonder, like, where are we going? And we drive for about another, like, 10 minutes. And then we end up by this lakeside. It's this pretty medium-sized lake. And we arrive there. And Brandon's like, all right, y'all, let's go out. And I'm like, what? So we all get out of the car. And we're standing in front of this lake, right? It's completely dark. It's almost like pitch black. Like my eyes are like still adjusting to the darkness because I don't know if it's the same with y'all or if I'm just weird. But if I'm like sitting in like my room and it's like completely dark, After like a while, my eyes will like adjust to the darkness, and I can like make out like shapes and stuff. And that's kind of like what I was doing. And also like the moonlight was like, the moon in the sky was actually like kind of bright, so it was kind of like illuminating, but like 5% maybe. It was illuminating maybe like for like 5%. So we're standing around, and we're like, oh, so this is why you want to bring us our swim trunks. And he's like, well, I didn't bring any. And we're like, what? And with no warning, Brandon just starts taking off all his clothes and just gets into the lake. And I'm fucking stunned. I'm like, wait, what the fuck? And the girls are looking at me, and I'm looking at them. My other friend's looking at me, and we're like, what? And Brandon's like, come on, y'all. And we're all just standing there, just so confused. And about maybe like a minute after Brandon went in, one of the other girls just takes off all her clothes and gets in as well. And now it's just me, another girl, and the other friend. And we're all looking at each other, and the other friend's like, nah, fuck that, man, I'm not doing that. And I'm pretty high, right? So I'm like not in like the right state of mind. Now this was at a point where like I wasn't smoking like almost like daily. So it only took a little bit, or, you know, like maybe like a few hits to get like, you know, really baked. So I'm baked at this point, and I'm like, fuck it. So I just take off all my clothes, and I get into the lake as well. And before you know it, the other girl does, and the other friend, we'll just call him like Alex. Alex, he put on his swim trunks, and he came in the water with us, but he didn't want to like, he didn't feel comfortable getting completely naked. So after that, we were kind of just all, you know, having fun in the lake, you know. It felt pretty weird at first after I got in, because I've only ever swam with like my swim trunks or something on. I've never swam just completely naked. So whenever I first went into the water, it didn't feel right. I was very uncomfortable for like the first 2 minutes, but after moving around and stuff, I felt a lot better. And I also, you know, obviously, you know, everybody's naked, you know, naked girls, you know, it was all just a good time. And being high at the same time was also, it just added to the experience. It made it just a 10 out of 10 experience. Now, the only reason I actually like went into the water like naked and went skinny dipping was that I was just like, I didn't want to like ruin the fun, because I saw everybody else was going, and I felt like everybody else was just going to be like, you know what, let's just all go in, and I didn't want to be like the only person that didn't do it. So I just gave in, and honestly, I had a lot of fun. Now, we were in this lake for maybe like 25-30 minutes, and after that, we all get out. It's maybe around like, it's almost 1 in the morning, and after this, we all, you know, dry off. And then we get our, we go down to a McDonald's, and we ate some McDonald's, and we went back to his house, and basically everybody passed out one by one. I was like one of the last people to fall asleep, because I have, you know, I don't know why, but but all the time at night, I feel like I'm nocturnal, because every time at night I have so much energy. So I didn't really, like, everybody else was asleep, and I didn't sleep till like 3 to 4 a.m. maybe. But yeah, after that, we all wake up in the morning. We're all, you know, chilling, and then everybody goes home. And yeah, that was basically the end of the story. First time going skinny dipping, pretty cool, pretty fun, you know. I haven't gone skinny dipping since. It's not really my thing. It wasn't really that enjoyable, I guess. Like, I guess I said it was fun, but, you know, it's kind of just the same thing, except it's same thing as swimming, except you're naked. Like, it's that. But yeah, I haven't done it since. I probably won't ever do it again, because like I just said, it's not my thing. But if you guys have any similar stories, please let me know down in the comments. I would love to hear y'all's stories. And yeah, that's basically the end of the story. So if you guys did enjoy, please be sure to like and subscribe. Thank y'all for watching, and have a great day. And I will see you guys later. Don't try to bring me down, cause your whip can't make a sound. I know I make you mad, the way I've been moving way too fast. Joyride all the way, hoes be flashing me all day. That's Snap.